Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Say and I am a fellow lovenikki player who is absolutely in love with Starry Corridor, and I am here to not only teach you all of the useful tips and tricks about how to be a successful hotlister and how to gain followers, but also share some everyday gameplay tips as well. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and of course, don't forget to hit the bell notification button to not miss any of the future uploads. So today we're going to be talking about one of my personal favorite hell events, and that is 4 myths or mountains and seas as our server called it. It's finally returning and I love everything about it. I have completed this hell event the first time that it came around. I never regretted it, so let's go and see just why this little hell event is so amazing, especially for Starry Corridor artists. Let us begin with the miner suits, and this is one of my favorite miner suits. I love her so much. This is her hair, which I honestly don't use that much, but the dress is so cute and I love this kind of stuff. And of course she has a posed coat, which is very useful. We're going to try and style it in just a little bit, but let's just check all of the other pieces first. The very cute socks, the shoes. I do like this hairpiece a lot. It's super pretty, especially if you're trying to style cloud pieces, and of course the beautiful necklace. So let's see what can we do with some of her pieces and especially her coat, and how does it look like when it's styled. Here's a quick styling. I styled the coat and the necklace and I love it so much. It's so pretty. The branch is holding with the flowers and the petals. It's so beautiful. You can pair it with so many different things. With the dresses, it looks amazing with pants as well, with shorts and whatever you want. It's a super useful item and honestly I love it so much, and it doesn't have to be related to cloud at all. Of course, here's the normal pose. It's the same except for the coat, which right now is separate. So we have the coat and the branch. They're both very pretty. I love them so much, but let's see if we can style anything else before we move on to the next suit. I love this dress and it looks so good because it doesn't have sleeves, so you can pretty much pair it with any posed coat you have or any posed gloves or anything, and it's just gonna look great. So that makes it a lot more versatile, and I use this dress a lot. I play with it. I like the colors and all, and again, it doesn't have to be related to cloud, so I think it's a very cute item to have in your wardrobe. Here is miner suit number 2. I am not as crazy about this one, but still she's kind of cute. Honestly, the dress is pretty. Here is the coat item, which I don't even think I ever used, but still. And the cute socks. I do remember using these socks. I really like them. I like the prints they have, the shoes, the headpiece that she has on. Let's remove the coat so we can see the bracelets, which are really pretty. I love her bracelets so much. And she's got this beautiful bag. But yeah, I don't think there's any need to style this one. It's just a cute little miner suit that you get along the way while you're getting all the other suits. So let's just move on to the third suit. Here is a miner suit number 3, and it's a messy one, but it does have some pretty cool parts. I like the hair. It's very pretty. Here's the dress, which I don't really use a lot, but I love the coat, especially the non-posed one, which we're gonna look at later. Here are the shoes that she has, the little animal. I don't know what this is. If it has some special meaning, you can let me know in the comments down below, but I'm not sure. And this, I love this headpiece. It's so useful, and honestly, I think I use it a little bit more than I should. Anyways, let's take a look at the unposed version and see. This coat is everything. I love it so much. I used it before to style my mermaids, especially with the orange tail from God of Wind. I'm gonna show you a styling later. And of course, this is such a beautiful item. I usually don't like these brooches because they all kind of look the same, but this one has these like golden little wings that are coming out from the sides. That just makes this item so beautiful, and honestly, especially with the coat like this, it's stunning. One of my favorite cloud suits for sure. So let's see if we can style it a little bit. Styled with this gorgeous mermaid tail and the makeup and the hair and the hairpin that I use, honestly, I think it looks very good. This coat is one of my favorites. The brooch is stunning with the little wings that come from the side, and I definitely recommend getting it. Another very simple styling, just something a little bit less expensive. And honestly, like I said, it just works well with shorts, with dresses, with pants. I love this coat so much. I love the brooch and I recommend it. And finally, we are moving on to the main suit. Whew, a lot is going on here. This is a very messy suit and a lot of people have been dismissing it because they haven't really figured out what's going on here. There's a lot going on, so let's break her down and see exactly what this beauty is made of. Alright, so the hair, it's a beautiful hair and it's very useful if you're making horror entries. I've seen so many horror entries using this hair because it has that like ghostly effect, and honestly I used it as well, so that's one use for it. I also love the color and the little ornaments the hair has in it. This is the coat, actually no, this is the full dress. So the full dress, she's got everything on it, so we're gonna have to break this down in the normal pose. But let's check out the rest. These are the little fishes. We're gonna check the accessories and the free dressing mode in just a little bit, but this is the headpiece, which I don't really use because it kind of makes her head look a little bit narrow, so I don't really like that. But yeah, the makeup is very pretty. I love her eyes, and honestly, it's just, it kind of looks, I don't know, she looks so sad, but at the same time, so hopeful. It's strange to explain. And the giant yin-yang sign that I really use a lot in a corridor especially. We're gonna check it out. So let's go check out the backdrops first, and then we're gonna go and see just what is going on with her outfit. Alright, so this is her. We can see just how massive she is and how much is going on here, and we can see that she has a tail. She actually has a dark mermaid tail, which I love so much. It's a little bit difficult to style, but you can work with it. And a lot of people don't really know that it's there because of so many things that are going on here. She has wings as well. She's got so much going on. We're gonna check that out in a little bit, but let's just see what's going on with the accessories. So this is a giant sign that I use a lot, especially if I'm dividing like the entries. I'm gonna show you in just a little bit. And also, I don't know, you can use it as sun or something, as a moon if you're trying to get that. This is a black part if you're making a black background or a white background or anything. Honestly, this is such a useful item. I'm just gonna show you just a little bit that I do with it. I don't really play with it much, but I like to use it as like a divide between the screen. If I'm making like a multiple panel entries, it's very useful. So for an example, this is the one, and I just like to get that like yin-yang effect. Just split the screen in the middle, and honestly, without this little circle in the middle, it won't look the same. Trust me, I tried it. It's what makes this entry pop, and I've done it more times, like this one for example. And yeah, it's very useful, to be honest, just for aesthetics and stuff like that. So yeah. Here we have the big fishes. This is one item, but in the corridor and in the free dressing mode, it's separate, so there are two fishes. They're really cute, and I once made an entry using these fishes, and I'm just gonna see if I can find it. It's been a long time ago, so let me just dig through and see if I can find it. Here is the entry. Finally found it, but I tried to use the fishes to create the tails, and I think it looks pretty nice. I probably could have done it a little bit better, but I was in a rush when I was making this entry and I didn't have a lot of time because the hot list minute was getting pretty close. But yeah, that's one way that you can use these fishes. You can use them to help you create black and white backgrounds or just camouflage things or whatever. They're super useful. Okay, let's see, what does she have on in her normal pose. Let's remove everything. The hair is the same. She doesn't have a special pose for the hair. This is the dress that I don't normally use, but it's still a very pretty dress. The colors, the details on it are very stunning. Here is the coat. I'm gonna remove the dress to show it a little bit better. It's very messy. There's a lot going on. It's pretty big. I don't really use it, but it's still a very pretty coat if you're into this type of style. Here is the tail. Now, just like every other mermaid, she comes with two versions of a tail, which is a bottom so that you can use it with a top, and also shoes so that you can use it with a dress. The bottom one comes as, I believe, completion prize. Yes, I think it's a completion prize, and it's not actually a part of the suit, but you do get it and it's in your wardrobe, so that's a really good thing. This is the headpiece that I was talking about. The mask, I love this mask. As we can see, it is a movable item, so you can move it in the view mode and play with it and make cool entries with it. I'm not sure if these are wings or if this is a brooch item. Whatever it is, I think they're wings. Let's check it out quickly. Let's just see wings, if they're here or not. No. So it might just, no, yes, they are. There they are. So these are actually wings, so it's not a brooch item. So that's pretty cool. Moving on to the necklace. It's giant. I don't think I've ever used it, but yeah, and here is the makeup. So she's got a lot going on here. If you put everything on, it's just very messy, but I do like her pieces. I do like her backdrops. I honestly love her tail. So let me just show you a couple of stylings that I already did. I have them on Instagram, and yeah. Here's an example. I love this one. I used her tail and I used her hair to try and make like a demonic looking mermaid, and I honestly think it looks pretty good. You can definitely style her tail. I know that a lot of people say that you can't, but it is stylable very easily, especially if you have tops that aren't very noticeable. Then you can just use the accessories and build the outfit. Yeah, this tail is stunning, honestly. I love it. This is the bottom, as you can see. You don't have to wear a dress. It's fine with the top as well. But honestly, it's one of my favorite tails, and I don't regret getting it at all. Here is another one, which I try to do something different and mix in some colors. There's red and everything, and this is the makeup from the catsuit that we're going to talk about in just a minute. The hair from the catsuit as well. The headpiece is from one of the minor suits that I showed you earlier, and the tail obviously is from the mermaid suit that we're talking about now. But as you can see, it's a little see-through, so her tail is kind of like X-ray, so you can see like the blue behind it, and that's so cool. I love it so much. Anyways, one of my favorite suits for sure. And finally, the catsuit, the final suit. I believe that this event is around 7,000 to 8,000 diamonds, so that's how much you have to spend to get her. And she's stunning. There's so much to her. This is her hair. Again, this is the full pose, but I love her pose. I love the colors. I love the tattoo that she comes with, the ears, of course, the headpiece, the earrings. This is the scarf. It's beautiful. I love that it's blue because it kind of breaks that monotony of just everything being red. The cat. I love this cat. It's so useful. I'm going to show you in the corridor in just a little bit. And of course the giant guy. I love all of the people as accessories, and this guy is so useful in so many different ways because you can do abstract things with him. You can use him as a person, just whatever you want, and her stunning makeup. But let's go into view mode. Of course, there she is. She is huge. There's so much going on to her. Again, like her dress is massive. She's stunning. But let's check out her accessories. She has two, but they're very useful. So this is a cat. Of course, you can use it just as a cat if you want to. I like to use it as, for example, ground or like little mountains, or you can use this to give yourself these nice fog effects if you want to as well, which is super useful. You can see like this on the top of the screen. And yeah, I use the tail if I need to camouflage something, you know, like hide parts of it on the dark background. It works pretty well. So yeah, let's see how can we create ground with this item. So yeah, you can pretty much do it like this. I like to pair it with this item. Just put it right here, and obviously this one right here. This is if you want to. So this is the smoke from a suit called Eternal Instant, and I just put it right here. But yeah, if you don't have these items, you can still play with it. You know, put this one like a little bit lower down and you still have the nice ground, so it's fine. And honestly, it's such a useful item. Let me just try and find some story corridors that I've made with it. I couldn't really find any entries that I made with it. I did find two, but they had gory stuff in it, and I don't really want to show gory stuff. But if you don't have the Moon Justice graveyard, then you can do this. This is the castle. It's gonna help you out. You can just put it down here and put this one up here, and it blends in as well. So you can see it blends in even better than the graveyard. So yeah, you can play with it a lot. You can just, especially the fog. I use this fog very often if I'm trying to make gloomy entries or like night types of entries. And honestly, you can just put your Nikki behind it and see. Just a beautiful effect. Honestly, I love this cat so much. This is an entry that I made back in the day when I was a member of Sweet Alicums. I'm not with them anymore. I left because I just couldn't, you know, like the pressure was a little bit too much and I couldn't create as much as I wanted to before. I just caught myself feeling like I needed more breaks than usual, and I'm not a person who likes to socialize, and the group chats, especially Discord, really makes me feel anxious in a way. I just don't like it, and I didn't feel like being a member of a group and not contributing as much as other members. I wasn't a good example, and therefore I decided to leave. But I love those guys so much, and they will always have a special place in my heart. And you can just find the group. As you can see, the handle is up here, Sweet Alicums, and support them and give them love and follow them. And trust me, they have so many amazing people in it, and their talent is just stunning. But yeah, this is the entry that I created using the cat and the guy from the suits that I was just breaking down, and I like abstract entries like this. So yeah, you can just play with it. The cat is used just as a cat, and in the reflection it's a guy. I just like things like that. But yeah, you can just play with these items as much as you want to. The possibilities are pretty much endless. And of course, the last thing that we're gonna check out is her normal pose. The hair, here's the dress, which is beautiful. I love her coat so much. This is stunning. The shoes that she has are like cat paws or something. They're beautiful. The ears that she has, the headpiece, we've already checked all of these out. This is the brooch item. She has a sword as well, nice little gloves, and I love her tattoo and the tail. This tail is my favorite tail, and the tattoo is just beautiful. But let me just quickly style it just so you can see how her accessories look like. And just a simple little styling where I included the tail, the ears, the headpiece, the makeup, the gloves, and the shoes. And you can see just how detailed all of these accessories are, and her tail is beautiful. A lot of people don't really like the accessories that come on a tail, but I honestly like them. I think they're very beautiful, and that they give this tail, you know, something unique. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions or future video idea suggestions, make sure to leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.